I'm literally not asking for help. I'm literally not asking for a job. I just want my benefits back. I don't feel the need to pay for food. I have food stamps since 2016. Yes, taxpayers. So, you trying to take it away now? I don't think so.
So
Excuse me, ma'am. 2016 is 2025. Your bum ass haven't found a job yet. Stop relying on the government.
there go a lot of y'all hair money, eyelash money, nail money, makeup money, alcohol money, club money, everything money. Now you gotta feed them kids with that money.
Oh yeah, they big mad. They big mad. They can't go to the club. They can't get those lashes done. All right, that down deposit for that BBL out the window. All right, they can't flip them food stamps like they did. Come on, man. We all know what time it is. Y'all spend so much money on unnecessary items. Now that it's time to spend on needed items for the kids, for yourself, for the whoever's in your household that you claim that you use those for. Yeah, it's time to fork up some real life cash. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. And don't sit here and cry. But guys, just to welcome you to the video one more time, man. We're just doing this video. This is a part two, right? Where the EBT is slated to shut down in November, right? Because of the government shutdown, people are getting alerts that they might not get EBT food stamps for November, and it's causing people to go crazy. Not only that, people are talking about rioting, jacking, stealing. People are talking about selling box. Well, women are talking about selling the box to get some cash. It is crazy. It is crazy. And they even is going as far as making AI to kind of simulate what it would look like for these things to take place. I grabbed a few clips for y'all to watch.
Food stamps are done, y'all. Take what you can and go.
Hurry, pharmacy's almost empty.
I got the meds. Let's move.
Run, head for the door.
Go. Don't drop it. Keep running.
Move, let's go. Everybody grab what you can. Y'all, they cut off the food stamps this morning. Government shutdown got folks losing it. Look at this. They done rushed the whole store. Shelves clearing out like it's the end of the world. Nobody stopping. Hey,
Americans.
Bro, AI has to stop, man. But just imagine that is a real life peek on what it could be if it went really, really south. But let's just keep watching. We'll talk about it some more.
You'll need to be careful this weekend. Let me explain why. I don't know if you've noticed, but America is a powder keg right now, and pretty much all of us are holding the match. We're about armpit deep in a government shutdown right now. There's a bunch of federal workers not getting paid, and a bunch of people are about to lose EBT. Now, if EBT goes away this weekend, a lot of people have said that they're going to go raid their local stores and maybe even their neighbors' homes. They're going to feed their babies one way or another because that's America's responsibility. The taxpayers' responsibility is to take care of them. And if
Taxpayer responsibilities to take care of your own kids. Goddamn. Can I file for that child support, please? I mean, not child support. Can I file them for my yearly income tax? That'll be great, dude. Right? Jeez, like that would be really, really, really good. And just to mention, not only EBT are getting affected, like the program is getting affected by this, but a lot of federal workers aren't getting paid. The military isn't even getting paid. However, there was one said billionaire who's also a Trump, supporter that actually donated $130 million of his own money to fund the military payroll for the month of November during the shutdown. Crazy.
they're not going to do that through EBT, they're going to do that by donating their own stuff. That's the general sentiment. This weekend, we're going to have a ton of Americans that are going to go absolutely ballistic in the streets. What this means for you is, one, you might want to go do your grocery shopping. Unfortunately, I hate to be that guy and incite panic buying, but you might want to get some stuff. Don't go clear out the shelves, but make sure that you have food for the next week or two until this boils over. Now, if there's mass civil unrest this weekend, government responses are going to be a little bit slow because of, the government shutdown. What this means is we're in a period of very heightened vulnerability, and there's going to be a lot of bad actors out there on the streets taking advantage of it.
Oh, yes, indeed. They're going to have people probably trying to do stuff for film, act crazy. People are over panicking. You get, just blowing it to clean out the water, all kind of stuff.
You need to be very, very careful of where you go and when you go if this starts to pop off. If you see that EBT is actually getting canceled, you might want to, stay home for a little bit. It could end up being nothing, but it could end up being the start. All I'm saying is be aware. This is a very dynamic environment, and you need to know what is happening around you.
Crazy. The month starts on Saturday. Oof.
Love you. Pay attention. Be blessed.
If the government don't get that budget together, nobody is getting EBT for the month of November, December, January, and so on and so on. So ain't gonna be no Doritos, no Ho-Hos, Y'all not gonna be having no crab boils. Y'all ain't gonna be having none of that. Y'all gonna be go back taking old school hot dogs and beans. That's it. Tuna fish. Put it on some bread. That's about it. Bread with some sugar sandwiches. Yep. If y'all need some recipes for some struggle meals, I'ma tag the person y'all can hit up.
Ooh, y'all about to be eating on them wish sandwiches, huh? Two pieces of bread, put those together, and wish something was in between them bad boys. You got sacks of beans, rice, ramen noodles, pasta. Y'all better go get it together, man. I grew up on a lot of struggle meals, dude. Yep, I grew up on some struggle meals. My mom had 4 kids. We didn't really get as lucky as some of these people were, man. To be honest, man, I grew up on a lot of rice, a lot of beans, and a lot of noodles. I'll tell you that much.
Low.
I usually mind my business, but they sending out the notification today that you have 1 week to use your EBT card, SNAP benefits card, or whatever, SNAP cash. As of November 1st, the cards will be cut off.
You look like a perfectly capable adult. Why are you on food stamps? You got 2 nose rings. Obviously, you're there to make you can make a decision to get not one but 2 nose rings. It looks like you got a lining. It looks like you got some decent clothes on. I feel like why are you even on that? Why are you even worried about that? That's what I'm worried about. And to be honest with you, I've saw that that's not all states. Some states will continue to have funding, aka California. I guess I don't know where they get that from, but somebody's helping them out.
Okay? They are also saying that if you have money on the cards and you do not spend it before November 1st, you will be asked out. Spend that shit. Okay? Go get y'all food, go get y'all shit now. Whatever you got from this month. And if you keep it, stashed it to roll over, whatever you did, that's cool. But spend it before the 1st because they are cutting off the cards. The card itself will not work. So, with that being said, it's going to be a lot of people suffering behind these politicians playing with people's livelihood for power and control and for whatever agendas they feel like is doing it. But I just pray that, our people make it through this hard time. Like, bro, this is going to be crazy. A lot of people depend on these food stamps a lot to survive. And it's
Yeah, I didn't heard enough from this person, bro. You perfectly capable. Like, let's stop. You look perfectly capable. Let's just go ahead and put that up there. All right, what we got next?
I am 100% for this. Check him
The
out.
25th through December the 2nd, we're blacking out the system. We're talking about Black Friday, Cyber Monday, we're shutting it down. They do not get our dollar, and we're showing these organizations, this corporation of a government, that we, the people, have.
Dog, that has nothing to do with EBT food stamps, bro. Like, am I just surface level thinking this right now? Because I mean, dude, that's food. Black Friday and stuff is more like organized. These companies like Walmart and blah blah blah, they don't pay food stamps. That's us, bro.
Have the power.
The question I have is if you have enough money for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, holiday spending, enough that is gonna bankrupt the businesses, then why do you need EBT again?
Ooh, you can go shopping on Black Friday, but you can't. You can't buy no food.
Seriously, it's a state of emergency. These people call emergencies for all kinds of stuff, but I have not heard a declaration about an emergency alert or anything about November 1st. And we need to talk about it because it is a very serious situation. Before moving to the Dominican Republic, I was living in the States, born and raised there. And right before I moved here, I was still a recipient of food stamps. I was. And while I was a highly decorated professional, there was a point in time where I became sick. And unfortunately, I needed to tap into some of the government programs, and they were there for me, like food stamps. I can only imagine the panic that's running through so many people's minds right now. So I'm wondering, at no point in time has
Look. It's good that you tapped into it, but see, that was supplemental. That was a backup. That was for emergency. That's because you absolutely needed it and it helped you. There's gonna be people that's manipulating the system, scamming the system, doing fraud just to get these food stamps. Probably getting food stamps in multiple states, to be honest, because they're just that good at it. Man, look, stop. All right. This is for people that need it, just like this lady. All right. And what is the backup plan? Yeah, if riots start to break out, I doubt that there's a serious one.
Anybody figured that maybe a state of emergency should be called in anticipation for what's about to go down? This is like preparing for a storm without it being a meteorological event. This is going to be a social storm. This is going to be a very real storm. Do you realize the amounts of crime and the amounts of things that are about to happen, the amount of people that are going to die, the people that are going to be hungry? Because not only is food stamps going, but healthcare costs and all that stuff are going to be rising by state. I think the premiums are going up over $13,000 to $16,000 depending on what state you're in. I think the one that I learned the most was Kentucky. I mean, it is absolutely insane. So I just want to know, like, what is the backup plan for November 1st? What are we doing? How are we doing it? Is there anything happening community wise? Is there anything happening, like, just what do you need? What do you need?
Vulnerability, and
Yeah, there's no backup plan. You better have that thing locked and loaded, pretty much, if things start to breaking out and getting crazy.
there's going to be a lot of bad actors out there on the streets taking advantage of it. You need to be very, very careful of where you go.
Okay,
And
so this was a rerun of the clip before earlier. Looks like that one just squeezed in there. But look, I wouldn't be surprised if riots do come. I really, I won't be, I wouldn't be surprised of not the riots. I don't think riots are gonna happen. I think the raiding and the jacking is gonna happen. There's gonna be people that's gonna freak out, not get it, and there's gonna be hungry people. And those hungry people, yeah, that what else are you gonna get? Enrage, hungry people, desperate people. Yeah, I can only imagine, man. Just know, guys, there's plenty of help out there. Just don't get yourself in jail. Tell somebody that you know is at risk of doing something stupid because of this, that hey, there's plenty of help out there.
In 5 days, it is the taxpayer's responsibility to take care of my kids.
Oh my God.
Them food stamps off.
If you're poor, don't have kids, okay? If you're struggling, don't have kids. Don't bring more in. If you already have them, that's another situation. If you don't have them, don't bring any in. And if you have two, don't go having another one. If you
Right.
have one, don't go having two more.
Baby, white TikTok is in a frenzy.
They just won't stop, bro. They just won't stop. Once they get a little bit of that on that crutch, that supplement, that EBT, that Section 8, bro, they just feel like they can start pumping out more kids because they're never going to get off it. That's the idea. Once they on it, they're never going to get off of it.
And while I have my voice right now, I'm going to use that hoe. They don't understand how their SNAP benefits are being cut off in November. They literally thought when they heard SNAP benefits, it was only going to hit the black folks, okay? Now, I'm going to say this. When the government shuts down, it does not just shut down for one particular group of people. It shuts down for everybody and they fucking mama. So yes, white people in the Midwest, these Appalachian white folks, y'all ain't gonna either.
I do. Look, EBT sees no race. I tell you that much. It sees no race. Remember, the majority of the nation is white American. Y'all are probably getting hit with it too.
I'm gonna say this: when you decided to vote for that man, you put a wild card on the table during Uno. You don't know which way this man is gonna go. And no, I am not blaming Democrats once again. They are holding the fucking line for the Affordable Care Act and Medicaid. Something you white folks on SNAP need. So y'all better buckle up. Now, if there is an uptick in shoplifting in grocery stores, if y'all see that shit, be like Pam on Martin. I ain't seen jack.
But it's crazy. Yeah, Snap doesn't see any colors, bro. It's gonna be a bunch of everything, bunch of craziness, to all types of people, tall, fat, big. What you might see some elderly people in a wheelchair trying to get desperate and get something to eat. It's gonna be crazy. But nonetheless, I do have a positive message at the end. This person claims that the benefits will be reimbursed. So let's go ahead and check that out.
Important SNAP update. November benefits will be reimbursed once the government shutdown ends and federal funding becomes available. The USDA confirmed last Friday that November SNAP benefits are suspended due to the ongoing government shutdown. Without new funding, states can't issue November SNAP payments on their normal schedule, but any missed November payments will be paid back to you once the shutdown ends. You can keep using your EBT card to buy food in November, even if your deposit is late. If you have any remaining balance on your card from the previous month, you can still spend that. When you're reimbursed for November benefits depends on when the shutdown ends. The best way to stay informed about your November SNAP deposit is to download the Propel app or check your state's SNAP website.
Well, this is great. This is great. That's some hope, right? You get reimbursed, all right? You're not just gonna go forever in a day without, replenishing your pantry and taking care of the kids and stuff like that. But there's probably gonna be a smaller time frame or a small window where you gotta go out there and hustle. You cannot be a parent with multiple kids in $0. In $0? Like you serious? You telling me you have kids but $0, and the only thing that you rely on is government assistance? You can't tell me that can't be real. And if that is real, you're in trouble. It's gonna suck. You're having a hard life. I'll tell you that much. All right, all right. But at least she has a little bit of hope. Just stay educated. Stay up on the updates. All right. We don't know if this is every state. Could be all state. But hopefully there's a part 3 I can make for you guys. All right. So if you do like the video, comment, hype, whatever your thoughts are and your opinions. I'll see you on the next one.